Today I want to talk to you about tension. So what do I mean by tension? There is two types of tension really, emotional tension and physical tension. I'll talk about emotional tension in another video. One of my mentors, so much of his work is done around emotional tension. It's a very important thing to understand. But today I'm going to talk about physical tension. So slightly different thing, but what we're talking about essentially is relaxation and tension right there, right? So very, very important if you are an athlete, like a jiu-jitsu fighter or whatever, but also in day-to-day life, right? Even if you never do any sports, never any exercise, right? Tension and relaxation is a huge part of being human, right? So you're sitting at a desk all day, you're bending over, like typing, you're going to develop tension and you're going to develop like issues that way. So very, very important to know how to deal with tension, relax tension, so on and so forth. Now the thing is, right, we get lots of great advice, sometimes it's super, super unhelpful though. So if someone says to you, just relax, right, it can be next to impossible to do if you don't know, right, if you're not familiar with relaxation and tension. Right? The better you know what it is to be relaxed, and the better you know what it is to be tense, right, the easier it is to adjust. Right? We all know people who are super, super tense all the time, can't relax. Everything they do is like, I can't do that. Like they're all physically bound up. Or the guys who are just super kind of like, oh dude, I'm just gonna go with the flow. It's just all like, yeah, like there's no structure to their body, to their lives. It's just very, very whatever, right? Most of us can recognize that somewhere in the middle, you're going to have a much better engagement with life. You're going to be able to find different things, but there are times when you want to be able to relax, and there are times when you want to be like tense. Like tension, physical tension, like equates to like strength essentially. A physical relaxation equates to relaxation, like resting, like the calming of your nervous system. So what I'm going to demonstrate is a simple way to play around with physical tension, right? So to reiterate, if you know how to like be tense and you know how to relax, it's going to be easier to move between the two. If you're not very familiar with what it is to be very tense, right? If it's just an unconscious thing, right? There's no way someone's going to be able to tell you to just relax and then you'll be able to like just drain that physical tension from your body. If you're familiar with all of that and you're familiar with your body and you have that kind of awareness and control, someone says to me like you're carrying tension where like here and there, right? In a lot of places in my body, I can just let go of that tension straight away. Still places where I can't or I struggle to do it. So again, like I'm working on areas where I still have a lot of built up tension. Right? I struggle to fully relax those. But that being said, here is one of the ways we can do it. So I'm going to start with my hand. Hand is nice and easy, plus it's on camera. My arm is relatively like neutral right now. Right? This is fairly relaxed. Right? And this here is tension. Pretty straightforward. Right? So if I want to work and to do stuff, like even to hold my arm up, I need a little bit of residual tension to keep everything like structured. If it's completely loose, it's just going to flop. Right? So loose, tense. Right? I'm squeezing as hard as I can here. So that's just stage one. Right? Take any part of your body. I'm going to start with just like an arm right now because easier, and squeeze everything in that arm as hard as possible. So I'm going all the way up to my shoulder in this case here. Try to squeeze everything. what you're going to find is like you get this process known as irradiation. You squeeze one muscle, the muscles next to it want to contract too, right? And then you relax as much of it as possible as you can. You can shake it out. So we're going from as tense as we can to as relaxed as we can, right? And we're starting with the arms because it's relatively simple. You can do the same with your legs, you can do the same with your core, you can do the same with your neck and your head, right? Something I've been doing a lot recently. You can work through different body parts with different sensitivity, right? If you can tense just your little finger, then you're doing really well. I can't do that. I'm going to find like tension creeping into my forearm as I do that, right? Because this is all linked, right? Your body doesn't exist in isolation. What we're looking at is tensing and relaxing the right things at the right time. Right? If you're throwing a punch, you do not want to remain fully tense in your whole body the whole way through, because you're going to move really slowly. It's like driving a car with the handbrake on, right? It's like the antagonistic muscles are firing as well, so you're actually holding yourself back. Guys throwing, like good punches, like your Conor McGregor's or so on and so forth. It's not about tension all the way through. They're generating the force, and their arm is loose while they're moving. Their body is loose, and on the point of impact, tension is applied, right? But it's not about being tense the whole way through. You won't be able to tense and relax in a split second. If we're talking about relaxing, like just day-to-day sort of stuff, like draining physical stress from your body, slightly different. But what we're looking to do is the same thing. Can you let the physical tension that's in your body drain out, right? And the simple exercise of tensing and relaxing builds up that kind of awareness in your body. Yes, there's loads and loads of different ways to do this, right? But this one works really well. So if I do one arm, keeps all really tense here. See if I can do it just in my forearm. Then can I do it just in my upper arm here? Keep this upper arm really tense. But keep loose below the elbow. Try not to let the tension spread into my chest. Right, if I tense just my chest now, here, can I keep this all tense without it irradiating into my arms? Can I keep my chest tense and my back relaxed? Can I keep my back tense but my chest open and relaxed, right? That's a little bit tricky for me. I can feel my traps firing as well now. Can I tense just my neck and keep my chest and back relaxed? Can I tense my head and my jaw, keeping my neck relaxed? That's kind of weird actually. Never tried that one before, but like here are these different examples, right? Can you keep both your arms tense? Let it travel across your shoulder girdle, but keep everything below relaxed. You can do the same thing with your legs, right? And you can play around with this, like adding tension, like relaxing tension in the different parts of your body, right? And so it's something I used to do, like tense one part of my body at a time, travel through the whole body, right? And then try and connect it all together. So if you've ever tried like tensing your whole body in one go, right? It's pretty damn funky as a feeling, right? So you tense everything. You're going to find that there's some bits you cannot tense in the same way as others at the same time. You switch your attention to other parts, right? Tension's going to bleed out somewhere else. I'm not saying you're going to find many situations where you need that full body tension, but it's just a different way of playing with your body, like tensing, relaxing, and what we're doing here is building control and awareness of different parts of our body, right? So the better you get at this, right, the better you get to, if you have chronic tension in some area and all the stretching in the world doesn't seem to be doing anything, right, you can switch it on. Now right, put a little bit more tension and you understand a little bit more what tense feels like here. Then when you relax it, now you have like a scale, right? You may still be tense, but it's less tense, right? Then we can move to more relaxed, and we start to develop that kind of neurological sensitivity to tension and relaxation. Hope some of this makes sense. Like this is some of the funkier stuff I've been playing with recently, or also in the last 10-15 years, but it can be very, very cool, right? What you're going to find is that the more you know what tension feels like, the more you're going to understand when you're just carrying it around, like when you don't need to. The better you understand tension, the better you understand what it is to relax. Right? Enjoy.